Okay, this is the Blackbook preview for Saturday, the 18th of November. Just going to go through and have a quick look at all the runners at all venues. Different punters had favourite venues, so we just thought we'd give you a quick run through of all the Blackbookers so that you've got something to target during the course of the day at your favourite venues. So this is a full list of all Blackbook runners for Saturday in Australia. Okay, at Bathurst we have 6 Blackbookers. Interesting, we've got 4 runners in the first race of the day. We were on Carolina Reaper last time at 1 at 20 to 1 into 12 to 1. Interestingly, total of 6 runners at Ascot, 1 runner in race 5, the RJ Peters Stakes variation, and in race 8 we've got Star Value. We've done a preview for Ascot race 5 as well, where we've got Royal Star as a selection on the 11 to 2 line. Then we go to Bathurst. We've got 1 Blackbooker at Bathurst, Caperbill in race 6. Okay, yeah, as we said in Bathurst, race 6, we've got Caperbill. Kate Blanco, 4-year-old mare, stretching out to 2,000 metres, goes around as a 1.90 chance. Does look very well placed in that type of race on a Saturday at Bathurst by Kate Blanco out of a Zivil mare. Stretching out to 2,000 metres after being tried 16, 750, 2,000 consistent placings versus slightly stronger. Get down to Cranbourne next. We've got 3 Blackbookers at Cranbourne. 1 more try in race 1. If it Connor Can in race 2 and Phase Joy in race 5. We've done a preview for race 5. We think Phase Joy is going to be hard to beat in that race. You can see that in our race preview section. Total of 8 Blackbookers at Doomben. Good coverage across the day. 2 runners in race 3. 3 runners in race 3. Action kicks off in race 1 with Outraged. Get down to race 7. One that does look well placed, the Spring Tycoon, the number 6. Comes into this race as a 8.5 into 7.5 elect. Well-bred type by Written Tycoon. Second up from a spell. Highly impressive, winning first up from a spell. Coming from off the pace to win by a length margin. Does seem well suited here. Winner now 5 from 17. Scope for a little bit more yet. Rises 3 kilos in the weight. I think it can handle that. The 7.50 each way looks decent value. 1 runner at Dunkeld for people who are interested on the picnic circuit. We get down to Esperance over in WA. We've got 3 runners over at Esperance in races 2, 3 and 4. Might be able to pick up something there. In race 3 on the card, Runs to Paradise, looks very well placed. Goes around as a 1.85 favourite. Well bred by Seapoy out of a Bletchley Park mare. Good last start, second at Mount Barker, beaten only 1.5 lengths. That sort of franks a second at Northam, 2 starts earlier. Both those runs stronger than what it takes on here, 54.5 kilos. Drops 1.5, barrier 2. Placed now 5 of 10. Does look a little bit of a non-winner, but this looks a very, very winnable race for it. Madam Winks goes around in race 4 as a $4 chance. Hasn't come up this prep. 3 runs in. Prefer to wait and see. Okay, at the Gold Coast, we've got 6 Blackbook runners. The action kicks off in race 3 with All Important. Looks pretty well placed, this one. $7.50, $2.60 the place. Lightly tried I'm Invincible 3-year-old colt out of a well-bred Stravinsky mare from the Tony Gollan yard. This trial's second to Holy Snitch, stands up left, right and centre. Had a bit of a break between its first and second career start. If it can bring that trial form there behind Holy Snitch to the track where it was only nosed out 0.1 of a length, the 7.50 looks exceptionally good odds. Okay, in race 4 we've got 2 Blackbookers. They both look reasonably placed too. 2 Easy Bro, the top weight, and Musgrave Hill down the bottom. 2 Easy Bro goes around at 310 versus Fave, the 215 Fave Diamonds are. Musgrave Hill, big price, 41 into 31, 5.5 the place. I can see where the money's come from that. Always had a bit of an opinion for Musgrave Hill by Rothsay out of a Show a Heart mare. Gets in with 54.5 kilos. Hasn't shown, it's in this actually first up from a spell. It's done nothing 5 times on the track. First up, over 1,100 metres, might be worth a little bit of a closer look. Up the top, the other one that we've got in the race, the 1, 2 Easy Bro, by All Too Hard out of an Ashkelani mare, having its 5th career start. Trial second to Leilu. Well, that's strong form. I've got a big opinion of Leilu. Third first up from a spell in a 3-horse race. That can happen sometimes. Only beaten 1.8 lengths. Obviously, the other 2 got the drop on it. Had to lead. $3.20. Worth a closer look. Well bred. Lightly raced. Scope for more. Okay, race 7 on the card. De More de Merrier. Tries 1,800 metres in Class 2 company. Well bred type, this one, by More Than Ready out of a top class Danehill mare. Aqua de More. I think Gay Waterhouse trained it. Why this goes around at 20 to 1, I'm not really too sure. $20 to win, 5.50 the place, the more the merrier. Winner 2 starts to go over this track and distance by 1.5 lengths when it was breaking its maiden tag. It's always showing signs that it's going to be a decent type of horse. Have a look at the form out of those coming behind it too, out of that race. Blue Monty and Making Shadows. Making Shadows, the third horse home. 2 starts prior was only beaten 1.2 at Doomben for a 20k tag. 0.4 at Ipswich for a 20k tag. The horse that finished second out of the race, beaten 1.5. A few starts later, beaten 0.17 by Heat Shield at Murwillumbah. That's a decent form reference. Okay, so I think the price created about Demore Demaria went to Grafton next time out and finished down the track after never getting into the race. That was on a firm track. Probably didn't handle the firm track. 55.5 when it won and broke its maiden, drops to 54.5 kilos here, likely to get a good trip from barrier 3, very well bred, Chris Muntz, trained, lightly tried, well bred type, $21, looks like you've got to play it each way, don't you? Okay, in race 8, we've got 2 Blackbookers, Always Sacred, Sug and Buggin, 1200 metre benchmark 75, Sug and Buggin goes around as the 2.70 favourite, and the other one, Always Sacred, 16 into 14, 4.2 the place from the Toby Edmonds yard as well. Yard's flying at the moment. Okay, Always Sacred. This is its pet track, pet distance. 3 from 10 the track, 3 from the 11 the distance, 2 from 6 the track distance. Winner this track and distance 3 starts ago by a length over Mystical Renegade. Rhyme nor rhythm. Decent form coming out of this win. 3 starts ago over Mystical Renegade. Mystical Renegade second. Beaten a length, comes out and wins next start at Doomben for a 20k tag by half a length. The third horse home, Frank's form as well, beaten 2.3. Goes to Warwick, beaten 0.8 for a 25k tag next start, then goes to the Gold Coast and wins by 1.8 for a 40k tag. That form stands up, left, right and centre at the $14. It's starting to look a pretty nice price. And the other thing too is, last start 4th of 10 wasn't that bad, beaten 3.7 lengths. Battled on pretty strong after it sat on pace. In record time too, so don't put a line through that run. It's a pretty decent run. The it's $14 each way. Looks a pretty decent price. About Always Sacred, well bred by I Am Invincible out of a Langfur mare, Sacred Hill. She was pretty smart herself from the leading yard of Toby Edmonds. Okay, Sug and Buggin is the other one in the race, a 2.7 fave by Capiro out of the Zabil mare Fleuril. She's well related, was pretty smart herself. Winner 2 from 5 now for Rob Heathcote. Barrier 2, 55 kilos, carried 57.5 to win by a wide 3-length margin at the Sunshine Coast 2 starts ago. A blight on a heavy track, so margins personified a little bit there. Slight query about the form coming out of the race. The second horse failed next time out. Prior to that, at the Sunshine Coast, a blight was off a bit of a break, a month break, and the third horse home then come out and failed at Doomben for 40k tag as well. So on that sort of basis, I prefer to go around Sug and Buggin in this race and look at Always Sacred as an each way prospect on the $14 and 4.20. So that is it for the Gold Coast. That is it for part 1 of the Blackbook update for Saturday. We'll be back with part 2 a little bit later on with runners from Gundagai and further on down through the alphabet.